Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. We put a receiver in motion left. First tone of the game for James Cook. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a James Cook touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Operating now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
And 10 from the 32. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down. There he is on 3rd and short. Taking a deep shot here. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. First down, Stroud. He's got Ibuka working the sideline. And he gets this across the 10 before stepping out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. To the air, Stroud. He finds Tigakoko for the grab. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. That one gains 7. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They go play action with Stroud. Connects on the crosser. Continuing to move past the 45. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They strike for 23 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Motioning right is Egbuka. Another one for Cook. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stroud now, 3rd and 1. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That goes for a gain of just 1. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest. A timely interception for them there, partner. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3, maybe 6.
That QB wanted that throw back the minute it left his fingertips. You know, Peyton Manning would say, once that ball's gone, that check has been signed. And he wanted to rip that check up, and he knew it. Defense makes him pay.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
I try to remind you at time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down throw by Purdy. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stops short of the first. Working quickly here.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. And inside the red zone, they're leaving the offense out. Sticking to the air here, it's Purdy. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. He does it, touchdown. The Raiders get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Pollard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the gun is Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he put everything he's got behind it. They connect on the deep shot. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 38 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. And they take him down right along the 30.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Pollard. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Purdy. Finds the in route complete. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he's batted away up front. Throw doesn't even get beyond the line thanks to a well-timed swat there. They're going to face 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. It's a 38-yard look here. McManus sends it through. And that gets him back to within 11.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Enough from the pistol to Cook. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Stroud off the play fake. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. New set of downs for him from the 31. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
On play action, here's Stroud. Pass caught, 9-yard line. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Raiders push their lead to 18. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down. Raiders going with some dime coverage here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Caught by his back here. It's Pollard. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And running back still doing it to this day.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
19-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
To the air again. Purdy makes the catch. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Raiders 21, Ravens 10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Offense is set, first and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. It's his running back. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Stick into the air here. It's Purdy. They're setting up the screen. It's Pollard. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Nickel set here from the Raiders, third down. From the gun is Purdy. And this one had no chance, hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll throw for it. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. And here with Pollard from the pistol. And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The give on second to Pollard. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. He's got tackled by Johnny Newton.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants it for you now.
Makes the grab and bounds left side. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. A pickup of 17. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
They'll run it with Cook. Has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. He cuts to the right, finds open field. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. It's a James Cook touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Purdy. And down he goes. Raiders got it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Raiders defense goes in the dime for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's grab inside the 30. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the 4th.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Shaheed now to return. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And Baltimore finishes the return in the end zone. Touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth-quarter lead. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you could find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. Lockett isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
Here's Cook. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th-quarter lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Okay, we hear week after week how hard it is to run the football at the NFL level, and it is. But this guy today, he's making it look easy, and they rarely do that from the running back position.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Purdy. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, Purdy to throw. Short pass brought in. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Pollard. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Again, a run with Pollard. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. He's back to throw. They connect for the first. And they take him down right along the 30. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
Good luck defending that short yardage slam. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Pollard running left. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. On the give, this is Pollard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trailed by a field goal. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. A give to Mason. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw. Catch made. He's going to be short of that goal line block, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. Mason punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens jump in front late. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Raiders 35.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Shaheed now to return. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Back to throw. Buying some time right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Try and get it into Nico Collins. And that leaves him with third and short.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he is to throw. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's tackled for a short gain. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
It's a gain of 8.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
50-yard line.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Again, Stroud. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming, this to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Ravens 39.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Nick Bolton has it. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? TEAM. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. Took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end a critical takeaway.
Sign quarterback run here. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. One of their longest road trips of the season, Brock. But thanks to that primetime slot, the body clock not too thrown off, and they played like winners on this big stage.
Yeah, they sure did. The only thing that's going to be screwed up on their body clock is that long flight home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole lot easier celebrating a great performance.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners, as we say so long from Baltimore.